It's time to do or die, Dan.
Here's what you think yourself as a tiger.
Okay, here we go, still rolling. Pictures up. Pictures up, quiet.
All right, it's a legitimate direction.
Quiet on set.
Serious.
This is definitely like the first one where I actually have lines.
This is my first time acting, yeah.
Really long, longer than I expected. Had to do a lot of takes.
I just love it.
This is my first acting job.
Nerve-wracking, because you want to do it right.
I've never done anything like this before. I didn't know what to expect.
I've heard you heard
That was great.
First time I've ever done anything like this.
We're sneaking everybody into town to film this, you know, so she has no idea that no one's, you know, that we're here in town. So I'm excited to see all of her reactions to each person who is kind of from somewhere else, you know, entering the short and kind of showing up.
I was born in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh.
I'm from I live in San Jose.
I'm from Los Altos, live in Mountain View now.
Originally from Texas, but I live here in San Jose.
I grew up in Las Vegas. And then moved to Los Angeles for college.
I'm from Portugal, Azores, from the island of Graciosa.
We first lived in Pennsylvania, then we moved to Ohio, and then to Youngstown, and then to here.
Well, she's gonna love it. She's gonna absolutely love seeing everyone.
The emails I received swore everybody to secrecy, so I'm not going to break that. And I don't know what other measures he's taking, but I promise to keep it quiet.
I know nothing about it.
Dan has the ability to do multitask in a lot of different directions, so he can easily be doing one thing when really he's doing 3 or 4 other things at the same time. So that way she doesn't really, I don't know how she's getting all the family members here too.
I asked him earlier today, I said, "Where's Nancy? What does she think you're doing?" And he said, I don't know, it's been rough. I've had to make up a couple stories along the way. So I don't know what she thinks.
She'll be off. She won't.
She'll probably she'll laugh and crack up. She'll enjoy it.
I think she would like it. I think.
Oh, I think she's gonna love it. She's gonna be beyond ecstatic. I think this is beautiful. This is something. I mean, it's great. Something that if I was given a gift like this, I mean, it's just beyond words.
Well, I hope Nancy really enjoyed it. There's a lot of effort put into it. I know Dan put a lot of effort into it, and yeah, I hope she really is entertained by it.
She'll be shocked. She'll be surprised, I'm sure.
I think she'll cry. I think she'll cry. I think she'll laugh. I think she'll cry some more. And I think she'll laugh again.
First, she'll get a drink in her hand. If she doesn't have a drink in her hand, we'll make sure she gets one, and she will be ecstatic and full of joy.
She'll scream with joy. She'll totally be surprised if no one lets the cat out of the bag. But yeah, she'll be very excited.
I'm not really that good at poker. How about later?
Come on, Dan. You know how to play poker.
You know, I'm of his loins, and Nancy, you know, Dan decided he wanted to, you know, to know me when I was in 6th grade, so we kind of have known each other since then. And you know, Nancy came with that as soon as, you know, I was a sentient human being. I knew Nancy and Dan as people. They're very close to me. I love them very, very much.
Nancy's my sister, and Dan will soon be my brother-in-law.
Well, Dan's my brother, and I've known Nancy for years and years.
Well, Dan's my brother.
I'm his mother.
I actually met him when I worked for him. He owned a limousine business.
He used to work for our limousine company.
Got involved in the limousine business.
We met through a mutual friend, and we just ended up going to the Grammys together. We fortunately had a VIP driver, and he pulled us in front. Dan had this amazing Hummer vehicle, limousine, and we're pulling up front. The red carpet's out. and we're trying to get out of the vehicle. We can't. Ryan Seacrest is standing in front, ready to interview this fancy limousine pulling up. We get out, we open the windows, we're trying to get out, and Paris Hilton's limousine pulled right in front of us, blocked our car. She got out. Ryan Seacrest skipped our vehicle, interviewed her, and we finally got out of the car, and we just followed her in.
And I used to be in the sales department, so I used to answer the phones for him and sell limo time rentals. And then when he did his haunted house, Gyro's haunted house, I would work for him there too.
When they started organizing the Gyro organization for Halloween, and I thought it was so interesting that I wanted to help.
Probably known Dan longer than anyone, probably in the 80s. Met him in the haunted house days.
From the very beginning of meeting Nancy, we clicked right away.
Nancy works with me, and I met Dan through Nancy.
Oh, she's the hoot. I mean, she's just great. She's a lot of fun and always great energy and always up and lots of fun.
But she's just a beautiful, warm-hearted individual with a great spirit.
Moved on to restoring resorts, restaurant planning, ostrich farming, of course movies from Bigfoot to Woodstock.
I was helping Dan and Nancy work on La Mission promotion. So we went to Sundance Film Festival. We were helping him. I was helping him promote La Mission, and we ended up in town because we stayed right down in Park, and we used to have after parties there. And a lot of the local people would come in, and we asked them, how'd you hear about us? And they go, well, the text is going around. They're giving all the information how to get in, because it was a private interest to get into this hotel. And a lot of other individuals we got to meet over there, everybody just went there and trying to promote it the best way possible. We met Woody Harrelson, and that's a fun story that Nancy is getting a photograph with Woody Harrelson. And he was there promoting a book. And we went back and took the picture, and he said, wait. A friend of his comes up, Woody Harrelson, and he goes, I'll be right back. And he left his book, so he made sure he came back. Well, we know that he loves pot, so he went and smoked some. And he comes back, and he's standing there with Nancy, and he gets his picture taken. Never forget it. He goes, make sure you turn off the red eye. So Woody Harrelson had red eyes at the time. That was the story.
Action.
I'm totally getting this now. What the hell? I'm ready to do this. I'm all in.
Oh, we're doing it for real.
Oh, we're doing it for real.
Back to us.
What she wants, she gets it.
He's always attentive. He wants the best for her all the time.
Oh, I think he has a better time with her. You know, he enjoys being with her. He sparks up. He kind of takes his mind off work a little bit and kind of, you know, gets into a different mode.
I think they fit really well. Their personalities.
Really personable, really good people, both of them. Really good people.
They're great together. They're just, it's like the yin and the yang. I mean, I just see the dynamics for them. It's just great to see them. You know, I see how they look at each other. You know, just the little small things, and again, just seeing that.
I think he's going to be, you know, glad he did it. I know they're both going to be happier and feel more committed to each other. And I don't think really anything in their day-to-day life is really going to change. I think their relationship will be the same. It'll just have a different name. But that name means a lot, and I think I am really, really happy for them.
God, we've all been waiting. So it wasn't. I knew eventually he would, because they've been together for a long time. So.
It's about time, you know. It has been kind of going on and off for a long time.
It seems, from what I know, that they've been together about as long as my husband and I.
They've been together for 13 years, so 14 years maybe. So.
Well, I know then for maybe 15 years already.
I think they look cute together. Yeah, they have fun. And they're a fun-loving couple, and I like that.
I really think that they're kindred spirits, that they found each other. I mean, they're two unlikely couples. When I met Nancy, I thought, well, she's got 2 kids, and Dan could be considered a third at that point, and how this was ever going to work. But they found each other, and
I wish them lucky, and I'm going to ask you to keep what you have, because you don't find men like that every day.
I want to wish them lots of love and happiness and many years together and many more trips together. They always take, trips together, so I'm sure they're going to be traveling a lot, and just want them to be really happy together.
And because that give and take, that compromise is what makes it work.
I hope they get to enjoy life and relax and work a little bit less and take some bunch of vacations. And, it's going to be easier now the kids are out to the house, pretty soon. And they'll just, I know if they're still kids, but hopefully they enjoy, out there relaxing and Dan slows down a bit.
Definitely, I'd like to wish them much love, congratulations, and definitely 2 well-deserving people. Wish them a world of happiness, love, and just enjoy themselves and life.
Take time out for each other. Don't be all busy constantly like they usually are. So just take time out for each other, I would say.
Just to be healthy and happy and to love each other.
Huge congratulations. Big hooray, Dan. That was an awesome, like I said, awesome and sweet gesture. And to Nancy, N squared.
Congrats, Nancy and Dan. We're so excited for you, and we wish we could be there with you. But we will probably see you next month, and we hope you come here for your honeymoon.
See you soon.
Congratulations, Dan and Nancy. There's Manuel.
Wish we were there to celebrate.
Wish we were there celebrating.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Happiness.
Party on. I'm going to do a little jig for you. Congratulations.
Dan's has a commitment phobia, a little bit maybe. And
I'm totally getting it now. What the hell? I'm ready for this. I'm all in.
You gotta push your chips, man.
Okay, you gotta push it. All right. I thought we were still rehearsing. So
I remember one of the shows he was doing, they would have a giveaway item, like a jet ski or something, and I go, wow, how can you afford to give a jet ski away every time you do one of these events? He goes, well, we don't give them away, and they don't have motors in them. So that was kind of a surprise.
And we finally got Dan to move on it.
She's a wedding planner. Everything has to be perfect.
Hell, I'd be happy to throw flowers, honestly. I'll just be happy to be there. I've never thought that I would have a role in that. I never thought that I would have a role in that. But of course, I'd love to. I'd love to throw flowers. I'd love to. What other things happen at weddings?
I've already started looking at dresses for her and giving her ideas. Not that she has to take my suggestions, but I think it's going to be nothing short of fantastic, and I think she's going to be a stress case towards the end.
I hope everything goes smoothly, and
I imagine with her family it's going to be a big event, and with all the connections that they each have in the industries, that it'll be a pretty big event. But it could be super simple, and they do it in their backyard. Either way, doesn't really matter, as long as they, keep loving themselves and treat themselves right. They'll end up in a blissful place.
I doubt that I'll be invited to be a bridesmaid or any of that, but I would absolutely be honored to be a part of it. And if not, and to be a guest, even an invited guest. And if not, I wish them both the very best. And I won't be able to wait to look at the pictures.
I don't think there'll be another Dan or a baby in the future.
So I met Dan's son at a Super Bowl party a couple of years ago.
I never really had physical traits in common with my parents, and so I think it's one of the funniest things of being around Dan is just to kind of notice those tiny little things that stick out.
Well, they look a lot alike, for starters.
Like, I mean, we already look so similar now. It's like, apparently we swing our arms the same way, which is pretty weird. I think it's funny that I'm just probably going to look a lot like him in like 40 years. I think that's pretty funny to me. It's pretty funny to me. Like, I think I'm getting a little bald spot up here. I'm kind of looking for it on the top of his head.
Say right now, though. Do it again and say, wrap this game up right now.
How about I take a do or die shot once and for all and wrap this game up right now?
Try it again. One last time. We have one good one.
Yeah.